firmly believe that in his prime, there is not a team in the world that Darlington Nagbe couldn't have walked into and would not have missed a beat and would have performed and would very, very quickly have become valued by the players around him and the coaching staff.
I'm sorry, who? Who? Darlington Nagbe. Look, I'm not trying to throw any shade, any disrespect. I'm sure Nagbe he's a top midfielder. In his prime, no one's ever heard of Darlington Nagbe's prime.
See, if he had chosen anyone else, literally anyone else in the entire world, I would have let this go. But I'm never going to be here for Darlington Nagbe slander. You not knowing who Darlington Nagbe is says more about you and your footballing knowledge than it does about Darlington Nagbe. Trust me. Shout out to For the Crew podcast for this graphic right here. And the argument from the trolls is going to be, oh, well, that's against other trash MLS players. And it shows your level of footballing knowledge that you don't understand the importance of this graphic. But let's get back to his argument.
Get into any midfield. So you're telling me this prime Nagbe can play over De Jong and Pedri? This prime Nagbe can play over Joao Neves and Vitinha?
So I don't agree with Alexi Lalas on pretty much anything. And I definitely don't agree with the literal statement here, but you have to understand the sentiment of the argument. Darlington Nagbe, if he had chosen that route, and to be clear, if he had chosen that route, it's not like the route was not available for him. If he had chosen that route, he could have played in top teams in Europe. And it shows your level of footballing knowledge to say that an MLS player, just because they play in MLS, can't play in a top team. You clearly don't understand development. You clearly don't understand environments. You clearly don't understand the transition from one level to another. What Alexi Lalas is saying is that Darlington Nagbe, at his prime, had the skill set to step into a number of different environments and raise his level to where he wouldn't be out of place. And of course, that's an opinion. We didn't see it. We don't know it. But seeing him on a day-to-day, seeing him in training, seeing him in games, and understanding his output and his skill level, it translates.
I don't need to watch Nagbe because
so you've never seen him play.
He's literally playing in the MLS.
Content creators, man.
You can't be a top level player if you're playing in the MLS, trying to play for the biggest teams in Europe. That's impossible. Name me one player from the MLS you can play in the top. You can't.
So you don't think Messi could still do a job at Barcelona? Interesting. Rike Pugh, Zaha. Like, if you don't watch MLS, which you admitted you don't, why make a video about it, claiming so many things that you don't know anything about? You content creators blow my mind sometimes.